Hey Taurus Collective, what's up y'all? Welcome to the channel, welcome back. Happy Friday. I was going through the cards and Venus offer fell out. Y'all know today is the day of Venus, right? Some of you could be getting a love offer, or maybe you recently have. Let's see what your messages are today. We already did the month of July, but let's just see what you need to hear today. Starting with a message from your angels. What you got here? You have Voyage number 34. Okay, and this card says a path meant just for you is waiting. Ancient spirits are guiding your way. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. I see a lot of water here too. So there could be whatever this path that you're on, it could involve love. Like I said, the Venus offer fell out. Someone could be 34 here. The number 34 is on this card. This could also be travel, though, over a body of water. And I've been telling y'all that for a while. Some of y'all will meet someone at a distance or maybe while you're traveling. So your spirit guides are guiding you on this path that was meant just for you. It says it's waiting. So for some of you, this is not something that has happened yet. For most of you, in fact. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. Let's get into it. And let's see what you get. So I like that. This path is meant just for my Taurus Collective, my fellow, for us. You have crushed, sad, broken, and feeling alone. And instantly what I got from that is for those of you who may be feeling like this, you may feel like your life is a little bit broken down right now. I feel like the reason why you got this card here saying that it's a path meant just for you is because this is a part of the path. You know, we don't like to believe that, but everything works for our greater good, even when it doesn't look like it is. You see this bike here, it's broken down. It doesn't have any wheels, it doesn't have any wheels. It doesn't have a seat, and it doesn't have handlebars either. So it gives me that for some of you, you could feel stagnant. You could feel stuck, like you're not making any progress or getting any movement in a particular area of your life. It could be just in general. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. Somebody here could ride a bike as well. Could be like a direction as well. You have control tactics. And there's a feminine energy holding this man down. So maybe some of you are, obviously some of you are masculines here. Also, kind of what I get from that, though, is like divine masculine, divine feminine energy. And maybe your divine feminine energy is in control now. So you might be more in receptive mode. Maybe this is the reason why you're like not able to move right now, because maybe spirit is like, no, I need you to be in receptive mode. Okay. And that's whether you're a man or a woman. There's a sense of, I see this light back here. And for some reason, this doesn't feel bad to me. I normally see it as like a negative card. But it almost feels like you could be suppressing like your animal instincts, your desire to do something about something, as opposed to letting it unfold how it's supposed to unfold. It's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like you actually are in control, but from a place of just allowing things to happen, as opposed to the masculine energy is about doing, making it happen. I feel like you're letting it happen. Some of you could also struggle with, being a control freak, and maybe this message is to tell you to just right now let things unfold how they need to, because again, you're being guided where you need to go. Okay, that's nice. What else? It could also be somebody in your energy field that tries to control you or tried to control you, and you could be flipping the switch. I meant to say script. Why did I say the switch? Flipping the script on this person. And maybe they're sad and broken down because they don't have control over you, or a situation doesn't have control over you. You have bounty hunter, chaser, and hot pursuit. This is somebody pursuing you. Okay. I see that as Sagittarius energy because it very much feels like the Knight of Wands. But it could also be a Gemini, because I also see the Knight of Swords as a chaser somewhat. Let's see what this is. I started hearing the song by Aaliyah and DMX when he be like, a dog need a what? Dog need, he be like, give a dog a bone and let a dog roam. Something, he'll find his way home. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody with that energy. He was a Sagittarius as well. Now, Aaliyah was a Capricorn, so. She said, I know you like to rip and run the streets, but you can go ahead, dog. Y'all know that song. If you make this promise to me, you make it back in one piece. That's the name of the song. So I don't know if y'all know the song, but that's kind of what I started hearing when I saw this. And it's giving me that you're kind of minding your business, and there's this person, somebody that you already know for some of you, that does feel like they're on your heels. Why? What do they want? Look at this. Commitment, long-term relationship. Okay, some of y'all making a player want to settle down, or this is just the person that I felt when I said at the beginning that Venus offer fell out, that's going to be coming into your life. I love it. I'm gonna do something different today, just to kind of like switch it up. Okay, we got negotiator, we got present, abundant, gratitude, and we have retaliation. I'm putting that back because I only want 2 cards and I don't want retaliation. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have irreconcilable differences. Divorce is final with Pluto and transformation. Now, some of you have the fall season here. Some of you could be going through a divorce or a separation. Maybe it'll be final in the fall, or that could be something that's happening sooner than later. But it is leading to a transformation, Scorpio energy. So it's like a death and rebirth here. Now, understand, irreconcilable differences, divorce, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a situation where you are divorcing yourself from something or someone, okay? May not happen until autumn for some of you, but it's going to lead to a major transformation. She has a butterfly right there on her hand. So I like that. So it's not the end of the world, whatever it is. Like I said, sometimes things look like they are losses, and they're really not. They're truly not. So what I'm going to do today, I wanted to talk about this. Negotiator and bargaining and begging gives me the 2 of Pentacles with the present, abundant, and gratitude. So this is for those of you who could be like in between jobs, excuse me, or you could be dealing with some financial hardships or ups and downs. I feel like there is a message here about you staying grateful for what you already have. You know, being present, being in the moment, and not focusing too much on the past or the future, because that's when we get anxiety or depression. You know, when we just live in the moment, if we think about the moment we're in right now, there's usually not much going on to be anxious about. It's just when we start thinking about 5 minutes from now, tomorrow, next week, a year from now, that's when we get anxious. Or we start thinking about what happened yesterday or 5 minutes ago. We can feel, you know, triggered or angry. So I feel like Spirit is telling you to ground and center yourself, because you might be wanting to, you could be in the bargaining stage of grief, because you do have sad, broken, and feeling alone. Now, I don't know which one that is, y'all. I think it's one of the early stages when you want something to be like it used to be, but it's not that way anymore. And that could even be what the control tactics are for some of you. You know, dealing with some type of sadness and wanting to control the outcome. But I feel like Spirit is saying stay put, like there's something being worked out for you, because your spirit guides are showing up to put you on a path that you belong on. Is meant just for you. There could also be a decision that somebody is making, and maybe Spirit is just telling you to be calm about it and just let it flow. Whatever the answer is, let it flow to you. Don't try to force anything. Yeah, let it flow. The Wheel of Fortune. Going with the flow. Now, I'm not going to clarify these cards. That's what we're doing different today. I would normally use the tarot to clarify these cards. I'm not. I'm just going to pull some random tarot cards, tell you the messages, and that's going to be that. Because this is pretty self-explanatory. The 4 of Pentacles. Definitely giving that there is something feels stuck. What is it? Capricorn energy. The Sun came out in reverse. Leo energy. So there's like a blockage. And it says a blockage to happiness. The 4 of Pentacles is a blockage as well. It could be financial or a blocked heart chakra. I do feel like for some of you, there's a love offer on the table for you. But you may be wanting to protect yourself, you know. It could be this is your way of being in control. The 4 of Pentacles is about control. You know, and again, I'm not clarifying these cards, but I'm going to refer back to them if it makes sense to. The Sun card can also talk about, for those of you who may be going through a divorce of any kind, if it's financial, like a job or something, it could be that you're just not making the money that you want. You could feel very undervalued. You could feel like when it comes to long-term success, which is what we care about, right? And stability, which is what this card, security, that's what we care about. You don't feel like you have hope in that. You know, there could be a feeling of looking at this through, I don't even know what to call it, the opposite of rose-colored glasses, because the sun in reverse talks about distance, depression, drifting apart, blocked creativity even. There's some kind of blockage, and it feels financial for a lot of you. So let's see what happens with that, because I don't like that energy. So let's see what's going to happen for my Taurus collective. Something's going to start growing. Some of you have already made an investment. The Seven of Pentacles is about reflecting. Now, this could also be showing me that you want long-term success and you've been working on something maybe up to 7 years, maybe 4 years, and you haven't been seeing the fruits of your labor. This is a return on your investment, reaping what you have sown. This is about agriculture, farming, planting a seed, literally or figuratively. Okay, so it does feel like you're waiting, you're patiently waiting. This card means good things come to those who wait. Some of you are just late bloomers, and it does feel like things are moving slowly for you. But the Seven of Pentacles is Taurus energy. Some of you are born May 11th through the 20th, and that means that something is growing. Okay, there's a harvest that's going to come in, and remember, you did have the fall with harvest right there. So there may be something that's playing out more. Yeah, because look at the next card, y'all. Anxiety. Remember I just said that? When you think too far ahead, you get anxiety. Wow. Maybe that's something happening in the fall that you're worried about. You're going to be fine. What is the Seven of Pentacles? Look, the world, you're going to be fine. Some of you, there's a big move. Maybe some of you are doing something online. The World card does talk about the World Wide Web, the internet. So this could be something that maybe you've been planning to do. Maybe you haven't done it. The Seven of Pentacles is planning as well. It's about reading the fine print. So for some of you, there could also be a contract with negotiator on the table. You might have to go through a contract with a fine-tooth comb and make sure you know all the ins and outs with the World card being here. But there's a cycle that is completing. Could be a 7-year cycle or a 4-year cycle. The World card is a sense of success, achievement, reaching a milestone. I do feel like I'm talking to a lot of late bloomers, okay? Not everybody, but for a lot of you, that's what this is. Remember I said there could be a move here. Some of you could be moving over a body of water. The World card does talk about travel or movement. But it's a feeling of wholeness, of completing something. And it does feel like you're patiently waiting. Okay. You got the High Priestess. The initials B or J could be significant. Cancer, Pisces energy. What's going on with this? It's the moon. I started hearing that song. When the moon hits your eye like a big piece of pie. That's Amore. I know y'all have heard that song. Something about love is going on. The Temperance card. Wow. The Temperance card talks about getting back on your feet, harmony, tranquility, peace, calm, doing things in moderation, being patient with yourself. I see a lot of cards of patience on the table here. You're going to reach a milestone, and I feel like you know it intuitively. You know it. And I also feel like there's something going on here that you have planned, because the Seven of Pentacles is long-term planning as well as the Four of Pentacles. I feel like the High Priestess sometimes gives me the message of somebody working on something or thinking about something but not telling anybody. Playing your cards really, really close to your chest, because some of you are like slowly but surely working something out. This could even be you negotiating with yourself as far as a part of your healing process goes. You might be working through something slowly but surely, and I do feel like you're getting there. You got Sagittarius energy and Cancer and Pisces here. This says, I seek balance and moderation. I do see saving money for some of you and making some kind of financial plans here. That could even be what you're doing, bargaining with yourself. I do see some of you practicing a little bit more discernment and control when it comes to your finances, okay? And it could be because you have to. Maybe the resources just are not there and you have to. And look at what you got at the bottom of the deck. The Bounty Hunter. That's what the Knight of Wands is, the thrill of the chase. And this card says chaser and hot pursuit. So there's definitely someone very passionate about you. And again, Sagittarius energy is here. So Yeah, that could be a Sagittarius for some of you. I don't know how y'all feel. Look at this, bargaining. You're getting repeating cards, repeating energy. This is negotiations right here. This could be contract negotiations for some of you, something in the workforce. There could be an opportunity here that you're going to be seizing. Some of you could just be right now focused on your money. And there could be an opportunity, and it could involve traveling or moving with the Knight of Wands. Some of you could also work in transportation. You can have a choice between two jobs, but this is time management and multitasking and balancing. This could be balancing your budget, moving money around if you need to, adapting to changes. There's some kind of strength card and the justice card. You got some unexpected money coming in, Taurus. The King of Wands could be in Leo season because you got the strength card here and the justice card. Something that's going to come into balance here is cause and effect. So you have good karma, and it looks like in the month of maybe the end of July going into the beginning of August to the middle of August. This could be a balance of your resources. This card actually says negotiation and diplomacy. So that could be a legal victory even for some of you, or something that's just coming into balance, okay? I do see possibly an opportunity, or maybe even two, and trying to decide which one you want, okay? Irreconcilable differences could actually be, like I said, it could be financial. And some of you are like slowly but surely like weighing your options is kind of what I'm getting when I see this water being poured from one cup to the other. This card actually talks about alchemy. And so this person is, not this person, this angel is diluting wine with water. Okay. So this could be, that gave me a storyline of for some of you stretching money because you might be doing that with the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles on the table. It could be a situation where you're looking at your finances and you're trying to figure out how to like trim some of the fat when it comes to your spending, whether that be, you know, your leisurely spending, or even like when it comes to your monthly bills. What can you cut out that you don't need? Because this is about only keeping around what you actually need. Again, it's moderation. So there is some scaling back that I see you doing because I feel like it's necessary. But understand, even if it feels like a setback, it's a setback for a comeback. Okay, let's see what else. Look at this. The Temperance card at the bottom of the deck. You can't make it up. What else does Taurus need to know? The Ace of Wands. This could be that passionate connection coming in. It could be a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius. There's a lot of physical attraction. Look at this. The Fool. The Fool and the Empress. And they actually came out this way. I did them the wrong way. So look at how this person is coming right towards you. And the Fool is someone sweeping you off your feet, much like the Knight of Wands. You are the Empress, Taurus. This is a pretty Empress card. Taurus, Libra. I hate when they make the Empress not cute. You can have an Aquarius person coming after you, and this person is giving off in their prime. They're giving off young, vibrant energy. I always tell y'all the Knights are homeostasis, somebody that's in really good health. And they're bringing some level of like peace to your life and harmony to your life and balance. You two could actually be like polar opposites though. Okay. Somebody could also be getting pregnant, finding out they're pregnant. The World card is here. The Seven of Pentacles, the Sun in reverse, the the Ace of Wands, the Empress. That's a lot of pregnancy energy. The High Priestess is pregnancy as well. You got the Three of Pentacles. Some of you have a big collaboration, a networking opportunity, or this is you maybe learning something. And that could be why everything is moving slowly. Like I said, sometimes God sits us down, kind of brings everything to a screeching halt so that we can learn a lesson. Okay, now I'm seeing 3 years. That could be significant. I do see when it comes to your work, there could be somebody that is like observing you. Even if you do something online, say you have a platform or something, it could be somebody observing you and wanting to network with you, wanting to give you a brand deal, a brand endorsement, something like that. Some of you might be brand ambassadors or might soon find yourselves if you haven't already done something like that. I see something like that happening for you. This could also be the relationship though. And if you are getting a relationship like this, you're getting a beautiful relationship. You're getting a connection with someone, or you already have it, with someone that you have a lot of physical attraction and chemistry with, right? But this person is also motivating you. You're motivating them. They come into your life as a person that pushes you almost out of a comfort zone, and they help you. They don't just necessarily, this is the kind of person that, I wouldn't even say that, you know how you think about the bird in the nest and then it kind of like kicks the babies out of the nest so they can fly on their own. Not like that. This is giving me somebody who flies out of the nest with you. This is somebody who will like give you those. It makes me think about when I was a kid and my uncle taught me how to ride a bike. And he was holding the back of my bike. And as I, got more and more comfortable, he let it go. And I did not know he had let go until I heard his voice from a distance, turn around and fell. I feel like this is the kind of person you're getting, somebody that's really in your corner, supporting you, and they will help you, be your training wheels until you actually know what you're doing. Because this is a card of mastery, apprenticeship. This could even be a job for some of you that you're really passionate about. Because the Ace of Wands is a passion project. It's definitely like your why, okay? And for some of you, you do have things outside of yourself that motivate you. It could be your children, it could be bills, it could be whatever, but there's something outside of yourself that's motivating you to want more. And there's somebody coming in to help you, or work with you rather. It's not even really about help, it's about work. Working with each other, collaborating, cooperating, pooling your energy and resources with someone. Like a support system. This could even be job training. Yeah, look at this. The Page of Pentacles. Some of you could be getting ready to find a new job. What's the Page of Pentacles? That's good financial news. The Seven of Swords. Remember I said a lot of you are working on something with the High Priestess and you're playing your cards close to your chest. There is this sense of, I do feel like somebody here, may not be everybody, but somebody here is going through some financial hardship. Because the Seven of Swords for me gives me being resourceful. It's almost like I see you going back to the drawing board. I see somebody working through their finances, eliminating any fat that just needs to be trimmed. I do. And the Seven of Swords is resourcefulness. It can be kind of sneaky energy. And that kind of gives me what I just said. For some of you, there's something you're working on, or there's a opportunity for you to make money that's coming. Okay, maybe even go back to school for some of you, or some kind of training that is going to open up the door for you to make more money. I see a lot of water in the background. It does feel like right now Taurus is focused on financial stability. But you do have a relationship coming in. I'm not going to force the cards to be about relationships, but if it is a relationship, it is very passionate. There's a very strong attraction. This is a stable offer, a responsible person, and they could be younger than you. What else? You got the Eight of Pentacles. I told you, focused on work and money. This is another card of mastery, training, self-employment. Yep. Nose to the grindstone. Okay, Virgo energy. Remember, harvest. Eight of Pentacles is about a harvest. It's about your, it's the card that comes after the Seven of Pentacles. You got the Seven of Pentacles where you're waiting. Eight of Pentacles is where you're like, you know what? My ships are starting to come in. I'm starting to see some headway. Okay, I'm working. I'm going to finish what I start. I'm putting my best foot forward. I'm being diligent. Okay, this is going to return fruitful. This is not just laboring for no reason. So what else is showing up here? Look at this, the Queen of Wands. I love it. So remember I said there was this feminine energy up here where I felt like you were in receptive mode, divine feminine. You see how her legs are open under her dress? That's because she's in receptive mode. Now, she does represent fertility, right? But she does represent the fun, spunky, outgoing Queen of Wands, fire energy, which is all about being receptive to ideas. It can be sex. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. It can be receptive to a man and getting pregnant and conceiving. But this is dark feminine energy. She's very independent and self-sufficient. So whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. This is Aries, Mars, and Virgo energy. There is a sense of you putting the finishing touches on something. I feel like you're being very patient. You're working diligently. You're not rushing because you're confident. And you know that this is going to pay off. Some of you are also getting like a boost to your confidence. This is like being unapologetically you. Comfortable in your skin. Very beautiful. All of that. Some of you could also be working on your appearance. Working on your health. All of that good stuff. I know I am. Like I'm changing my diet so drastically. And trying to do things in moderation. So some of you could find yourselves doing exactly that. What else? You got the Hierophant and the King of Wands shows up again. The worst of the situation is over. Ten of Wands is here. That means that something that's been stressing you, that's been a burden, is over. You're reaching that mountaintop. And it's a combination of your faith and your confidence. And you also have a true pair here. And this is the institution of marriage. Remember what I said, a fiery attraction, the Ace of Wands. Well, this is the King and Queen of Wands with the institution of marriage between you and another person. So there's a very strong attraction. Some of you could be on the Aries, Taurus cusp. Those are your messages. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I will see you all the next time. Peace.